Databases are various types. You remembered some of them. What are those? Relational databases, object-oriented databases, cloud databases, NoSQL databases, and what is that? Entity databases, uh, distributed databases, self-driven databases. Data warehouse is also there. Data warehouse I not given in list, but it is also present. These are all different types of databases. And I explained just only one concept about that because just a line overview I given about them because usually when you start learning about them, you can understand. So I'm not explaining all different database types where they are used. That is not required at this stage. Which database we are going to learn, we will discuss features and concepts about them, about the database. So what we learned about database is different types of database. Actually, in the current industry in software development, people usually classify into two only, but actually there are different. That means generally when anybody is learning or knowing about database in current software development, there are two divisions of that. One people call it as NoSQL databases, another SQL database. But depends on their architecture, behavior. There are so many types. If you remembered, I yesterday explained entity database. What is the specialty of entity database is it, it talks to business requirements. Developer will not write for data requirements. He will write for business. According to the business requirements, it will build the database and everything, whatever required for database. Later you will see them, how they work also. So now we are going to start learning with SQL database. One SQL database we will learn and one non-SQL database we will learn. One relational will learn and another one non-relational database is also there. We will discuss about that. So we are going to start learning about one SQL database. But to learn the database, you need to learn one more additional language, and that language is SQL. Right? So before working with databases, now in a project environment, you need to understand another concept. Today we will discuss that concept. Database models. We need to understand about database models. So we need to learn about database models. So what are database models and what is their purpose? Once we start learning all these, we will implement in a project environment. That means we will create a project. In that we will implement all this, the back end, front end combination. What are database models? So how a database is designed for any project, for any application. Let's see the process, how we design. For example, I will take one example of any project, like suppose we are having one application, like suppose we are having an application like shopping. So online, actually it is one application. we want to build an app for online shopping. We want to build a application interface for online shopping. Generally, if you want to build any application, means for any project, usually we need to understand few concepts like, means whenever anybody tries to explain a project to you, what are the core concepts about the project is, first is uh, existing system, existing system, proposed system. These two are important points. For every project, the first idea about project is existing system and proposed system. Existing system means, suppose I need to shop and buy a product related to some category, some electronic product. Then existing means without any software, if you have to do that, how you are doing. That means without any software, if you have to do this, how you are doing. That entire process is called as what? Existing system. Existing system. That means how we can buy any product. Suppose I want to buy a mobile. Then what is the process? We will go to a mobile store. We will inquire for any mobile. We will try to understand its features. We will get a quotation from them about how much cost it is. And we don't buy from there. We will go to another. There we will ask for the same mobile. There we ask for offers from them. We will go to 3-4 places and we will see who gives us the best offer, and from them we purchase. And while purchasing, you need to wait because so many people may be there. You need to wait until your turn comes. You need to pay bill. You have to physically visit it and you need to bring it. So this is all the process you have. And if you want to return, again you have to visit the store physically. This is all called as what? Existing system. Existing system. Proposed system means how developing a software application for this business will help you as user. That means what is the difference now? That means we will build a app for you. Through that app, you can buy a product. Now, what are the convenient? What are the features? Means when compared to existing system, what are the features of proposed system? What are the features of proposed system? Means we build a software for you. We will give that to you. You can use that software for shopping the products, buying the products. Then what is the advantage here? You know what is the proposed system advantage is? What is the basic advantage? You don't need to physically visit the store. We can compare different models. Am I right? We can check the best offers and we can buy it. And whenever we want, we can easily return it. The person will come and he will collect and he will take the return. Am I right? This is the project related to basic things. One existing system, another one proposed. Later more will come. I am just giving the concept related to our points. That means our database related things. Existing system, proposed system. After that, another important in a project is modules. Another important concept in a project is modules. Module means now this project comprises of how many modules? That means what this project, you can say that what this application will do, in which phases it will do, and what are the modules involved in this. Every project have modules, every application have modules. For example, yesterday if I last session you remembered, I told you in a business, modules will be there. Like what? Admin module, purchasing module, finance module, vendors module, materials module, like that. So many modules will be there. And every module have a different role and responsibilities. Whenever we are building an application, we have several modules in that. So usually the modules, like, suppose, what are the modules in a shopping application? Suppose we have a customer module. So we have a admin module. So we have a vendor module. So vendor module. So we have like some products module. We have like shipping and billing module and a billing module. Like this, we have different types of modules, right? So we have like, what else? You can have shopping cart module. Every application is built with several modules. Every application is built with modules. So now the question here is, a developer should understand the role and responsibility of every module. What customer module will do, what admin module is going to do, what vendor products module will do. That means generally when you are building a project, these all are primary things. So you need to know what are the modules required to build this app, and you need to know the role and responsibility of every module. What are the roles, responsibilities you need to know? I will show one example. Suppose we will take one example of a sample project. You can get several projects related, some ideas and inputs from official people are there. We have IEEE. Suppose you are doing graduation or post graduation, you and related to computer sciences, you need to submit academic projects. You have academic projects. Majority colleges, universities, everyone, what they do is they ask IEEE projects. They will ask IEEE standard projects. IEEE is the world's, you can say, engineers community. It is engineers community. To become a member of this community, you need some membership to pay. You can become a member of this community. This is the world's engineers community. Usually IEEE, here so many professors, scholars, all people are members. All are members. Your colleges, universities, what they do is they ask you that at the end of your academics, you have to present a project, and that project must be some IEEE standard project. That means it must be approved. It must be defined by IEEE standards. According to the standards, you need to build a project. What you can do you know what is IEEE project's main aim? What is the standard, Any idea? No? Colleges will ask you to do one academic project. Do you know the nature of that academic project? Nature. You done colleges. You are from computer sciences, anybody? Done any projects? Usually what you do, when you have to do a project, you will come to Hyderabad, go to an institute, buy a project. They will give you code, take it and throw on the face of HOD. This is my project, take, right? Because even he knows that you purchased it from an institute, You haven't done the project, right? And you will, we have seen so many people, you people again call from there, sir, my project is not running, what to do? That means you don't even know how to run the project and you submitted a college project. Huh? So some people come and learn here. What they learn, how to run project. That means in their computer, how to run the project, they learn and they go. And they show that project to their HODs. So actually, why a college asks you to do a project academic? And what is its nature? Its nature is nothing but in academics, whatever projects your universities asks, the nature of the project is you have to take an existing system. Existing system means one existing system is nothing but suppose bus reservation. You have to take that bus reservation system. On that bus reservation system, already apps are there. You have to do research on that app and you need to give new suggestions to that app. That means you felt that that app is missing with some concepts. And what you have to do, you need to do a research and you need to find out what new and improvements I can do with to this app. And those improvements you need to suggest. And with those new improvements, you have to build the same app again. Understood? That means academic project nature is take an existing system and do research on that system, identify what better you can make into it, identify the new things to add, and rebuild the same application with those new features. That is the nature of academic. That means every graduate and postgraduate must able to do research on an existing system, identify the new features, and with those new features, he need to build the app again. That is the nature. IEEE is that. That means, for example, you tell me if there is a bus reservation system, already you may be using from several years. Can you tell some new suggestions to it which are not there? And if it is there, it will be better. Question understood? You are using bus reservation system. You are using movie ticket booking. You are using online shopping. You take them. Tell me some new suggestions which will be very good for that application, and but they don't have that. See how much time you are thinking. Your HOD knows about your capability. He says that if I give these people time, they will think for 1 year about it. That's the reason he will say that you don't think. You please go to Hyderabad, buy some projects and come and submit. Right? You see, you are thinking. Right? Still, if you think and get a good suggestion about the app, you must be capable of building that app with those new features in a technology. Usually colleges, universities don't give you that much technology knowledge to you so that you build by yourself. That is not your problem. That is their issues. Because you don't learn a technology in such a way there that you can do a project by yourself. Otherwise, you will not join courses here. If your colleges will teach you perfectly about every technology, so then you will not join any course. No need to join any course. You are ready for jobs. That is not your problem. That is your college's issue. Even they know that we are not training people to build an app, right? So now what is IEEE is IEEE community. Here so many people are members of IEEE, professors and all. They do research on different categories and they design research papers. In the research paper, they will give a complete suggestions about how you can make an existing system better. Now, what institutes will do? They will buy those research papers and they give their research papers to their developers. What their developers will do? They build those apps by using those research papers and they sell to students. Understood? That means you can go to IEEE official website. You see, this is a IEEE Explore. This is IEEE official website. This is IEEE official website. In this IEEE website, you can search for any project you want. Different domains projects are there, from basic embedded system to artificial intelligence. All technology related research documents are present here. But unfortunately, it's not free. You have to be a member of this. For example, I'm searching here. So online shopping, and you will see that when I search for that, you will see so many research papers will come related to online shopping. Online shopping related so many options. That means they will give so many research papers. They will give so many research papers written by different people. Now, actually, suppose I will search for iShop. There is iShop, one online shopping like. You see, this is some model smart shopping. I click on this. When I click on this, you can see it will give you information about that project. And information about the project is, you see project abstract and project related all the system. It will give you all the project related system. That means it is going to give you all the project related details, but a complete document will be there. You can click here, sign in to read, continue reading all the document. In that document, they will give you complete information about project. By reading that information, you can build an app. But this document is not free. So you have to buy and use it, right? You can do one thing. Actually, you see, there is a DOI number. DOI number is document number. I will copy this document number. After copying document number, there is a website called SCI Hub. You have a SCI Hub is there, but this is risky to use it because actually this SCI Hub is one for this SCI Hub. This is one hacking website. You can hack any document, any link from here, but it is risky to use. So cautiously you have to use this. When you open this and paste the document number and open, if we are lucky enough, it will show the document, and by downloading the document, so we got it. That means we hacked the document and we got the entire document here. Actually, we have to get the document from their official website, but it's not possible. We have to register and get it. And we are not sure every document number you can't hack, right? This is a simple concept of just I hacked this document and I just opened the complete document. I will save this offline because next time it may not work immediately. Sometimes it will create problems. Suppose shopping online. I will save this document here on desktop. I will save. Okay. Now let's open this document like this. You can search for various projects here. You can get the research papers, and it's not guaranteed that you will get every research paper like that. So if you are a member, you will easily get it. Otherwise, it's luck, because we need to hack them and see them. So if any website is having some documents, books, PDFs, and they are not allowing you to open them, then you can copy the link and paste in that SCI hub I showed you. They will extract it for you and give it to you. That means it's just like torrents. Torrents, like they pull the data from various locations. It's same like that. But you see, I downloaded the document. What we will do is, I will show you the document. What we will do is, we learn our backend technologies and we will try to build this app. It is an IEEE standard app. We will try to build this app. This is an online shopping app. We will try to build this app. That means you will have a good idea of a IEEE standard application, right? You see, when I open this document, in the document, you can see they mention about, this is the document. This is the document, and you can see this document contains abstract. Abstract means they given a complete overview about this project. And see, what is the project they are doing here is, what is it? Yeah. This project, you can see, this project they designed using MySQL as database, PHP as programming language. They are using MySQL and PHP as programming language. We will use same MySQL as database, but we will use Node.js as programming language. Instead of PHP, we will use Node.js and Express. You can use Java, JSP, you can use .NET, ASP.NET, you can use Python, Django and all. Now we will use Node.js and Express.js. By using Node and Express.js, we will build this. We are going to do that. Okay. So another option is, you see now, they are saying that the smart shopping, so the smart shopping module is actually, you can see what they say, this is divided into 9 modules. You see, it is divided into 9 modules. They divided into 9 modules. Every project is built with modules. Now this application is built with 9 modules, and they given a clarity about the modules also. See the modules, what they have, what they are having. They have one registration module, okay, which allows users and customers to register. Okay, next, products browse and products search module. It allows for searching for products, filtering the products. Okay, a shopping cart module. Shopping cart module is to keep the information of the items that user is trying to buy, right? What else? Shipping and billing module, and payment module, admin user management module, admin catalog management module, admin order management module, admin order management module. These are the modules we are having. These are the modules this project is having. That means registration module. What is the purpose of this module is, user can register. Customers, users can register. Products module. That module allows you to browse the products, search the products that are provided by that shopping site. Shopping cart module, that contains information about the items user wants to buy. Shipping and billing, that means it contains contact details and billing details. Payment module. Payment module is nothing but it will process the payment. Payment means credit card, debit card, UPI. So payments it will manage. Admin user management means admin can add user, remove users. Admin can change his passwords, recover his passwords, send his passwords. Admin can disable users. All such user management admin can do. Catalog management means admin can add products, remove products. Admin can update details about products. All this admin can do. Order management means admin can manage the shopping cart of user. Suppose user added 5 items in a cart, then admin can say that you can add only 2. You cannot add 4. He can remove the cart. Some items in the cart are out of stock. He can put the status that these are out of stock. We can't deliver. All that admin can do. Now this application contains several modules. Now comes our important concept is, now tell me in these modules, how many modules need data? This is the first step. That means the first step is a developer needs to identify what are the modules required for a project. That is first. Second step, a developer need to identify in these modules which module needs data. Remember, every module doesn't need data. We need data only for few modules. Identify the modules that need data and make a list of those modules that need data. What are the modules that need data here? Registration module needs data. Am I right? And the products module needs data. Shopping cart also needs data. Shipping and billing also needs data because you have to store his address and all. Payment doesn't need data. Payment doesn't need data because payment uses a payment gateway. Payment gateway means in Amazon, you are using an ICICI credit card. Is Amazon verifying your ICICI credentials? Amazon is not verifying your ICICI credentials. Those credentials will be verified by ICICI only. That means a payment gateway is used in that website that will verify your details from the bank servers only. And for that, using that gateway, they have to pay some commission. That means you pay 100 rupees, 2 rupees they will charge for using that gateway. Amazon is not getting the money directly from your bank. They will send a request to your bank. Your bank have to release that money to them. And for that, there are commissions for all of them. So technically for this, we don't need to maintain data because the data is not with us. The data is with the bank servers. So we need data for admin user management. Because user details are stored, admin must able to add, remove, and do all this. We need data for catalog management. We need data for order. All of them needs data for, but one, two doesn't require data. Here, payment module doesn't require data. So what a developer have to do is, first a developer need to identify the modules that need data. And identifying the modules that need data and preparing a list of those modules, preparing a list of those all modules that need data, that is called as, we call that as conceptual model. Conceptual model. We call that as conceptual model. So actually database models means, first point we need to know is, every software application is built with a set of modules. Every software application is built with a set of modules. Each module have different roles and responsibilities. Each module have different roles and responsibilities. So every module doesn't require data to maintain. Every module doesn't require data to maintain. Developer developer have to identify the modules that require data and design database models and design database models design database models. What are those database models? We have conceptual model, we have physical model, we have logical model, and we have entity model. We have different models. So in a project development, in any application development, to prepare database, to design database, and people who are learning database, they must know how database is designed. That means what is the reference for creating database. For example, I said that we are building this project, and for this project we need data. How you will build the database? Just imagination. You will build the database with your imagination, with your guesswork? No, we have to follow the business requirements. According to the business requirements, we have to design the database. And what is the reference what is the reference given to a database designer? That means a database developer have to design database for a project. And what is the reference given to him? What he will see and design? What is the reference given to him? The reference given to him is this database model. These database models are given to him. And what are the important database models? Four. What are those? Conceptual model, physical model, logical model, and entity model. What are these? Let's see. First important, conceptual model means we have to prepare the list of modules that require data. Out of all modules, which module needs data? We have to prepare that list, and we need to keep that list first. This model is called as what? Conceptual model. How it looks like, I will show you. Roughly, I will show some project. Later we will create example here. One second. Okay, okay, let's continue. So you see, this is the design of a conceptual model. That is the design of a conceptual model. 1 second, I need to this. Yeah. So you can see this is the diagram of a sample conceptual model. This is one of my sample old project related conceptual model. We will prepare this for our projects. And what a conceptual model contains, you can see it is just having the names. What are these names? These are the names of the modules that need data. Actually, project have a lot of modules. In that, we prepare the list of modules that need data. List of modules that need data. These are all the modules that need data. These are all the modules we need data. And first we will prepare the list of these modules. So yep. So this is the list of all the modules we are having, and this is just only the name of the modules. Once we prepare this entire model, a review team will come and review. And what they will review? They will check according to business requirement. Are we mentioning all the modules perfectly? Any module is not missing. Any module is not additionally mentioned, which is not required. They will have a review on that. Once the review is completed, they will say that, okay, this is final. Now you can proceed with this. So your conceptual model is certified. That means now we will go to next stage. What is the first phase? Design the list of modules that needs data, right? Once it is finalized, this is done. Now next, you have previously seen 9 modules. In that we discussed that 8 modules need data. One module doesn't require data. Now in the second stage, our developer have to decide for every module what data need to be stored. For every module, what data need to be stored? For customer, what data? For product, what data? So for admin, what data? What data need to be stored? This we have to design. What data need to be stored? What should be its data type? That means for users, I want username, user password, I want mobile, I want address, I want their data type also. That means a developer have to prepare the list of, you can say, fields that require data. That means after preparing the conceptual model, the next phase is physical model. In physical model, we will decide for every module what data need to be stored. And see, this is how the physical model looks like. This is how the physical model looks like. This is how the physical model looks like. Now in physical model, we will have table name, field name, data type, everything is mentioned. That means for customer module in database, what should be the table that stores customer? Table name. In that table, what are the fields for customer? And what is the data type of every field for customer? All this information is designed. This model is called as what? Physical. So what is difference between conceptual and physical model? Conceptual model contains only information about the modules, and a physical model contains information about the data in the modules. That means in every module, what data you need to maintain, that information is designed. Now, again, a review team will come. They will review this model. They will check that you are not missing any field. They will check that you are not adding any extra field. They will check that you are not mismatching the data type of any field. Once they confirm that, okay, this is good, this is final. That means the first phase, conceptual model. Second phase, physical model. Once they finalize that, okay, this is good, you can go with this. They certify that. Now our developer team will prepare another model, that is logical model. Logical model means in these 8 modules, are there any relationship between the modules? That means is any one module related to another module? We need to identify the relationship between the modules. That means is there any relationship between user and admin? Is there any relationship between the admin and products? That means we have to identify the relationship between the modules. Some modules are not related with others. Some modules have relationship. For example, we have a categories table and we have a products table. Every product belongs to a category, but category table is separate, products table is separate. That means we have relationship between categories and products. Because when user selects a category, I want to display all the products that belong to that category. That means we need relationship. We need to identify the relationship. That model is called as logical model. This is logical model. In logical model, our developers will design the relationship, will identify the relationship between the modules. Developers will identify the relationship between modules. Relationship between module means which module, which field is related with another module field. We identify the relationship. This is called as what? Logical. Logical model identifies the relationship between the modules. What are relationships you will learn once we start learning them practically? We have relationship like one to one, one to many, many to many, different types of relationships are there. A database designer should learn all this. That means a database learner has to learn all this. Usually when people learn software databases like Oracle, MySQL and all, even they learn those databases, they don't know this. That's not good idea. Why? Because learning database is not just learning how to design database. It is about how to plan the database. And without a plan, how you will design a database. And many people who learn Oracle and all these people, they are not aware of even database models. They're not aware of database models. That means they learn database, but they don't know in real world how database is planned. That's not good. You should know how it is planned, how database is designed, how database is planned first, not design. Designing, everybody can design. It is a set of just few commands. You can design easily, but planning is the biggest job. That means first we have to identify the conceptual, then the physical, then the logical. That means what is in conceptual? Information about the modules. What is in the physical? Information about the data in every module and their data type. What is in logical? Information about the relationship between the modules. Now again a review team will come and review. That means in our projects we have various review process. In the review process, they will check that you are not connecting any wrong relationships. You are not missing any relationship. They will verify. Once our review team verifies and confirms that, okay, this is fine, according to the business requirements, all relationships are perfect. Now we will prepare the final model, and that is called entity model. This is called entity model. We usually call it as ER diagram, entity relationship diagram. And in entity model, table name, field name, data type, relationship, everything is present. Now, do you know, to a person in real-time project whose job is designing database according to our project, to him we give this diagram. That means for database designers, we give this diagram and we will say that according to this, you build the database. That means a database designer should able to understand this diagram, because in this diagram, they have mentioned about modules. They have mentioned about the data related to modules. They have mentioned about the data type of those modules. They have mentioned about the relationships to be maintained. And a database designer has to exactly replicate this model in the database. Exactly, he should replicate this in the database. I told you entity relationship. I told you about entity model, business models. Do you know in those business entity models, what specialty is? If I design this diagram, according to this diagram, it can build database. That means a developer need not to design database. You just design the model. According to the model, it will create the database. It will create the database. And it is a very old approach. I showed you yesterday, na? It is a very old approach. I will show you here. Which one entity? Yeah. Yeah. It is a very old approach. You can see in this approach, actually, this is the approach. We have three approaches. We have three approaches. You see, the first approach is you can design the tables and your application will interact with the tables. Second approach is you design classes. According to your classes, tables will be created. According to the classes, it will create tables. That means you write logical classes, automatically it will create the database for that, tables. And third approach is you just design the model. Model means you just draw a diagram. According to the diagram, it will write the logic and it will create the database. It will automatically do. I will show you that. We will practically see this while working with MongoDB. We will see this. That means you are not touching the database, but database is designed. You are not writing any query, but all queries are written. You just tell what is the requirement. It will build everything for you. This is the approach we have. And it's not artificial intelligence or new concept. It is, I told you 15 years back approach. That means it can do everything for you. Do everything for you. This is the concept of entity actually. Now, what is the concept of database models? Database models are the rules followed by developers to build the database. For any project to design database, we have to first design the database models. Database models. A developer should able to understand the model, then he can design database. Because when you go to companies who are working in projects, nobody will sit beside you and tell that create one table by this name, add a field by this name, put a relationship between these two. Nobody will do that. He will just give you a diagram to you. One diagram is given to you. And what is the diagram? ER diagram. entity relation diagram. And by giving this diagram, they will say that now according to this, build the database. In Oracle or MySQL or MongoDB, in any database, you need to build according to this. You need to build according to this. I hope you understood. So a developer means a developer whose job is in database layer. I told you database layer. Our job is in database layer. In database layer, we design database by following database models. Database models. So what are these database models? So let's see. First one is conceptual model. That sample diagram I will post into the classroom. You can check that. But according to our project, we will build our own model. We will design our own model. I will upload that sample for you for your reference. Conceptual model. So it comprises of a list of modules. It comprises of a list of modules that require data. It comprises of a list of modules that require data. It is a database model for initializing the data requirements. It comprises of list of modules that require model. It is a database model for initializing the data requirements. The data requirements. Just syntactically, I will give here like admin, user, product. Just a simple list of modules. This is conceptual. Just roughly I will give. Diagram later I will share with you. You can get the diagram later. So the admin, user and product, that is conceptual. Now what is the next one? Physical model. It comprises of information or data related to each module. It comprises of information and data related to each module. It is a database model that contains information about the fields and their data type. Information about fields and their data type. So here syntactically TBL admin. So here we have something like admin ID. And what is the data type? Suppose number. Admin name. Suppose like string. Just roughly I am giving. So password. This is string like this. We have some TBL product. Product ID is number. Name is string. Price is number. And according to which database we are using, for every database, different data types will be there. Those you will learn while learning the database. We will have to mention those types. So suppose we have like rating, just number, all such information. This is physical model. So we have table name, field name, data types, all these are defined in a physical model. And another important is logical model. It contains information about relationship. It contains information about relationship between modules. It is a database model to configure relationship using primary and foreign key. What are primary keys? What are foreign keys? You will learn about that. Suppose TBL product ID. So is primary key. Name. Suppose we have like category ID. This is like foreign key. Suppose we have TBL category ID. This is the primary key here. So name, like this we are having. So what are primary key, foreign key, what is relationship? Don't worry about them. Those are the concepts you will see later, how they are designed. What are those and all we are going to learn. So we have the conceptual, physical, and logical. Next important, entity model. So it is the complete business model. It is the complete business model. Actually, entity refers to business requirements. Entity refers to the business requirements. So it is a database model that comprises of details like table, field, data type, relationship, etc. Everything is present here. It is a blueprint for creating for designing database. So the final model is known as ER, entity relationship. So the final model is called as ER diagram, entity relationship diagram. All the business requirements are defined here. That means just roughly here I am giving table, product, TBL category. It have category ID. It is number. It is primary key. Like this, we will have all the detail. Name, it is string. We have TBL product ID. It is number and it is primary key. Name is string. Category ID. This is number and this is foreign key. And we have reference TBL category. Like this we use. Just roughly I'm giving these all we don't mention, just we mention with a diagram. Through a diagram, we draw the relationship and we configure the relationship. Actually, in real world projects, to design these diagrams, they use various softwares. In companies, they use different types of softwares for doing that. Online, you have so many free softwares, you can try them. That means how these models are designed. These models also designed by our developers, right? Means your senior expert team will be responsible for designing all this and giving to you. And what is your job is according to them, you have to build. And one of the popular software used in our software companies for this ER diagrams is Microsoft Visio is there. Microsoft Visio is one of the popular software used in our software companies to build these diagrams. So project documentation, project diagrams are very popular with different hundreds of softwares are there. This is Microsoft Visio is one software which is very popular actually. You see here Microsoft Visio is there. This is actually Microsoft Visio. Just rough, I will show the concept here. This is Microsoft Visio. And this is a software which is used for creating all the diagrams and templates. In a team-based environment, the flow charts, the organization charts. So the plans, everything are built by using this software. It is one of the uh, major uh, right. This is one of the major software used for designing such you can say the ER diagrams, business diagrams. Actually, you see in this project, they given some diagrams here. Means this is the this is called research paper. This is a research paper. We downloaded a research paper. In the research paper, they will give you some diagrams like this. They will give you the diagrams. This diagram is nothing but which software development model they are following. We have software development life cycle. In software development life cycle, there are so many models. Actually, this is a waterfall model. We call this as a waterfall model. And different software development life cycles are used. There are different life cycles are used, models are used. And you can see here, and they have given here details like you see proposed system and all those, and you can see the complete diagram how it looks like. This is the execution flow. That means in this flow they given the complete modules connections also. That means which module what work it will do, how it is connected with other module, the flow of application. Flow of application means how user will start, how admin will start. After starting, what screens will come to him. These all are designed and given to you. And what is your job according to this? You need to build an project. So in software companies, the major point is your entire job depends on diagrams, algorithms, flow charts. By seeing that, you have to write. That means, what do you think? Somebody will sit and explain you? No, they will give a document. In the document, you will have, if you are a database designer, you will have database models. If you are a programmer, you will have algorithm, flowcharts, and test cases. Implementation related all the cases. If you are a programmer, those cases are given to you. According to the cases and the flow, you have to write the code. And if you are a database designer, ER diagram is given to you. According to that, you have to build the database. That means nobody will sit and explain you like you do like this, you do like that. Just everything is followed with diagrams. And online there are so many, but this is one popular software, Microsoft Visio, which companies regularly use. They buy and use actually because it's a very heavy application. End to end all documentations it will provide. You need XML, UML diagrams, you need high level designs of project, low level designs of project, database designs, architectural models, all business related, project related, every document can be prepared by using that Visio. They use that software for, because in business you need different, means in project you need different documents, functional requirement documents, software requirement documents, you need to prepare so many. All the documents are given to you. You see, when you go to companies, in companies first they give KT. What is KT? Is knowledge transfer. Knowledge transfer, KT means knowledge transfer. That means when you are selected for a company to work in a project, the first thing they give is KT. That means knowledge transfer. That means you will not sit immediately in a project. You have to first, they transfer you all the data. That means what they do, they will simply give you some documents and they will say that read these documents and try to understand our project. Nobody will help you, they will just give you that. And in some cases a lead will be there, he will explain you certain concepts. If you are experienced, then once the knowledge is transferred to you, that means all the documents are given, then that means they will give you all the data, all the documents. After, once you say that yes, I understood this entire process, then you will have an appointment with a project manager, and project manager will talk to you and he will check your skills again. And once he is verifying all the details, after verifying all your skills, he will decide in that project in which phase you he need to keep you, where to keep you in project, he will decide. Do you know, you joined a company, 1 month knowledge transfer happened, 1 month you just spent idle, there is no work. After joining a company, for after 2 months or 3 months, you will have an appointment with project manager. Till that moment, sometimes you don't even meet him. You don't even meet him. You will not get an appointment from a project manager. That means after joining the company, after all the formalities are done, at least after 2 months, so I'm talking about high level MNCs and all, because in small scale companies, project manager directly he will welcome you, right? But in MNCs, you will never get an appointment to them, right? That means it will take time. That means after 2 months, he will give an appointment. He will say that 2 months back you selected one person, send him. Then they will send you to him. Once he is not satisfied with you while talking with you, he can kick you out from there. That means after taking 2 months' salaries, you are dropped. Because the project manager thinks that you are not capable. Because after talking to you, he can come to a conclusion that you are not suitable. He is not satisfied with the skills. Then he may drop you. He will simply tell the HR that no, this person is not capable, we don't want him. Even after selecting in a company, until you placed into a project, your job is not guaranteed. Understood? After selecting into a company, even you worked for 2 months, you daily went to office 2 months, doesn't mean that your job is guaranteed. Until project manager is satisfied with your skills and he push you into a project, he plugs you into a project saying that, okay, this person suits for this project. Now you are ready. That means you can think that, okay, my job is now safe. Till that moment, no guarantee. No guarantee. That's what happens in real time. So that is the reason the main knowledge transfer is this. A developer should understand all these documents and he should able to tell the project manager what he understood. He must able to tell that, okay, your business is this and this, your job modules are these and these, my responsibility in this area will be this. All these you should able to explain. That means a developer is not a person who sits and write code. A small kid also can write code, right? The person, a developer means who understands the complete scenario of software development, not a person who writes code. You know, our Python, Java batches, school kids are coming. Have you seen? School kids, NCRT syllabus school kids, for them, for fifth, sixth class, they introduced Python. School kids are coming with bags, carriage box. They are coming here after school for our Python Java classes, right? Coding is not the point. Everybody can do that. Understanding this entire scenario is the main concept in a project development. This is important. So a software developer have to know all these models, diagrams. So as a database designer, what is our job? To understand the database models. Now, according to these models, we need to build the database. We need to design the database. Now, which database we are going to use? MySQL. We are going to use MySQL, right? These are all the basics before you start a database. Now we will start this database. That means installing, setting up MySQL, working with MySQL. We will not do any imagination work. We will take a project. We will take the modules of project. According to that, we will learn, so that you can directly implement that project in your entire course concept. Okay, we will take a project. According to the project, we will try to build the database. These models, diagrams, everything we will try, right? Then you will get a perfect clarity on what exactly how database works in real time. That we'll see next session. So Monday we are going to start with MySQL. How to install, set up everything I will show you. Then we can practically start learning MySQL. Right? Monday we'll continue. Okay. Right. Thank you. You have the community group, huh? Huh? Notes related community group shared with you? No? 1 second. Wait 1 second. We will check. Yeah, wait 1 2 minutes. We are creating one community and we will share a community. You join that. There we will share the notes, videos and all, previous videos and all. Okay. 1 minute, wait 1 minute. Yep. Online people also wait for 1 minute. I will share one QR code with you and a WhatsApp link. You join that. Yep. You can scan this and you can join the community. This is the QR for WhatsApp. For online people also. One second, for online people, I will share a link. For online people, we send that the community link. You can get it from there. You're done? Yeah, you join this. Here we will post that content. Okay. Anyone attended the SaaS workshop related? I will upload a document here. You can check it from here. Here I will upload the document also. Okay. Right. Then we'll continue on Monday session. Right. Thank you.